Okay, that's enough of that. Good evening, waifus and husbandos, as me and Tails just sitting and jumping.
Oh yeah, you did the thing?
Yeah, I did the thing again. It's
I'm Orufus.
I am LunaKage.
And we are the Waifucasts.
The Waifucast. And this is WaifuPlays.
Yay!
Sonic 3, featuring Knuckles from the Devil May Cry series. And right now we're doing Carnival Night.
The worst level ever.
Yeah, I'm not really a huge fan of it.
Do we have all the Chaos Emeralds, or are we missing one?
No, we're missing one. Because I fucked up the very first stage. But I didn't fuck up the last stage at all this time. It's funny.
You about to get that shits?
Yep. I always love doing that.
You came.
I did. I came. I saw. I took your girl.
She.
Took your girl. Converted that hoe. We respect women here on the podcast. It's Waifucast.
This is WaifuPlays, though, so...
Yeah.
You know, less respect on the WaifuPlays.
Yeah, because we play them waifus. Them waifus get played.
Get played.
Get played.
Get paid.
Get played, get paid.
Hey.
Oh.
Don't get no aid, though.
Don't get no aid.
Or AIDS.
Well,
Hopefully we don't get no AIDS.
You might.
You could.
In fairness. I'll let you know. Haven't gotten the test results back.
The very best blue spheres. We have them.
We have them. Let's not fuck this one up again. Clearly the hardest blue sphere level in all of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is this one right here.
Well, duh. Isn't it naturally? Coming at you with the quickness.
Gotta go fast. That feel when you gotta go fast, but you're too slow.
Low tier god.
When you're too low. When you're tier low. That feel when you want to win a tournament, but your ass. Been there.
How I get good.
How does one get good?
Well, you see, my son. This rancid piece of shit.
Oh my god.
Well,
I guess I'm just gonna fucking lose
you are
on the
now
first stage.
low tier god.
No, because I didn't blame the game.
True.
That was my B. Just like that was. I would blame it on talking and playing, but I ain't even that scrubby to where I'd blame it on an actual excuse.
Just blame it on being bad, because you is.
The first level. The first one. Twice. And at the very end of it, too. Because I was like, yeah, we got this. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I fucked up.
We don't got
And then I'm like, oh, balls, I'm fuck. Where you is?
You gonna do it again?
I didn't even know that was here. But yeah, I'm about to do it again. Let's fucking not do this 3 times, alright?
We are already. You should have said that last
No,
time.
I mean, let's not fuck up 3 times.
Ah.
Because that's hilarious. Actually, if we do fuck up, that's just more views.
So you guys in the fan sphere, tell us how you feel about him being trash at the bonus level. The bonus level, the one. Hashtag LunaKage sucks at bonus level number 1.
Yeah. The absolute worst.
Tensions are rising.
Why are tensions rising on the first fucking level? Thought I was gonna do it.
Faked you out, bitch. You thought I was gonna fail, but I ain't. Well. Looks like we got ourselves a little Sasuke. I would have laughed.
I would have laughed really hard too. Like I did that one time.
So guys, we're gonna be supersonic. Yeah, in this episode, in fact. You did it already.
Yeah.
You laughed pretty hard.
Spiked all them levels like that time too. Wow.
Ha!
I can't wait to pop people's ears. Now Sonic can be supersonic.
Now we can be supersonic.
And this is to go even further beyond.
It's not even his final form.
Supersonic
That's actually
3.
true.
Supersonic 3.
It'd be cool if his spikes grew longer and his eyebrows disappeared.
That'd be sweet. his eyebrows that already don't really exist disappear.
I swear to God, Akira Toriyama just got bored making Dragon Ball Z and was like, you know what, I'm gonna have some fun.
I mean, that's probably exactly true because he wanted to end it at the Cell Saga. They're like, no, man, come on, you gotta give us like fucking a million more sagas.
Cell Saga would have been a good place to end it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because like it would have emphasized Gohan being the true hero.
Yeah, especially considering Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 form looks so much more different than everyone else's Super Saiyan 2 form.
Well, right, because I feel like that was supposed to be like that's it.
Yeah. Yep. But then, like, you know, the Buu Saga went on, and they're like, fuck, we gotta get a Super Saiyan 2 form for Goku and Vegeta. Like, Goku at least looks a little different, because, like, he has, like, 3 bangs in a Super Saiyan 1 form, but only 1 bang in Super Saiyan 2. But Vegeta is, like, fucking, there's literally no difference.
Vegeta kind of got cucked on the transfer.
He got fucked up on all of his transformations.
And Vegeta is easily my favorite character next to Gohan.
I love Vegeta.
Like, I actually, like, that was probably the one thing about Super that was the most appealing to me was that Vegeta got the development.
I need to tell you the story, because, like, you'll definitely appreciate it. I went to see Resurrection F in theaters. So, entire building full of Dragon Ball fans, or entire theater full of Dragon Ball fans. Fucking... The moment in the movie where Vegeta turns Super Saiyan Blue for the very first time, the crowd fucking applauded. And I'm getting fucking chills thinking about it right now.
Because Vegeta's literally the most shit-on character next to Gohan.
He is pretty shit-on.
No, and I would even argue that he is the most shit-on.
Oh, yeah. Gohan isn't shit-on, because here's the thing. Even though
GT
Gohan
is
isn't...
the reason that people think Gohan is shit-on.
Yeah. The thing about Gohan, why, like, he feels shit-on, is that he was always considered like the most powerful character in the series, but he always took a backseat to Goku and even Vegeta, really. But like he was like in canon essentially the strongest character in the series next to Vegeta.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because Gogeta's not canon. Huh?
Yeah.
That always irked me because Gogeta was cooler than Vegeta, if you ask me.
I do like Gogeta, but I do like Vegito. I hesitate to say I like him more, because essentially they're the same character, because they are just a fusion between the two same characters. They're just fundamentally different because they use a different form of fusion, and that's really it.
Well, and a different one of them has the dominant personality in
each. Yeah, I feel like Vegito was a lot more Vegeta than Goku.
I mean, and I feel like it goes with their naming scheme.
Yeah.
The first syllable, you know, because Gogeta is definitely more... I don't know. To be honest with you, I feel like Piccolo and Vegeta are the two characters in that series that got the best character development. Yeah. Because, like...
Well, I mean, think about it. They're both reformed villains. You know?
Well, that's not even why, though. Because, like, I feel like Vegeta's, like, driving force in the series is his rivalry with Goku. Mm-hmm. And Piccolo... His, like, driving force to actually become a good person is his love for Gohan. Yeah. And it's super heartwarming because he's not Gohan's father. Right. He's, you know what I mean? He's actually, at the beginning of the series, an enemy of Gohan's father. So, like, I just really like that because, like, well, for one thing, Piccolo is also one of the only ones that, like, got the ability to keep up with Goku and Vegeta somehow for most of the series. Right. So he's, like, not like Yamcha.
And even then, by the end of the beginning of the Buu arc, like, he still couldn't compete with them. But, like, it's mainly because they got they lost any other potential power-ups. Because he was able to compete with Frieza early on because
fusing with Nail.
He synced with Nail, and then he was able to compete with basically be equals in power at least with Android 17 because he fused with Kami. Really, it's implied the only reason he would have lost that fight is because Android 17 doesn't lose stamina. So yeah, it's like he basically was as strong as the androids, while Super Saiyan Vegeta was still getting his ass whipped by Android 18 at the time. So it's like, it was really cool, but then it's like, okay, well, we can't really have him do anything else. We don't have any more Namics unless we want to fucking fuse with Dende or something, you know? But yeah, I do like Piccolo a lot, and I like Vegeta a lot. And their voice actor, which is the same one in English, is like fucking amazing.
Yeah. Man, Vegeta is such a good character, and he's so much better now.
Yeah.
Like, because, like, for one thing, I feel like it's interesting that he legitimately, in his own weird way, cares about Goku.
Yeah.
And
it's a very, it's a vitriolic, mutual respect type thing. Like,
well, it always is, like, it struck me initially as, like, nobody's gonna kill you but me type thing, but...
And it definitely started off like that.
It's not that anymore, though.
Yeah.
Like, they're friends.
Yeah.
But rivals.
Yeah, and Vegeta will never admit that they're friends, but they're friends.
Well, I also like that Super's going on the route to show, like, how Goku's kind of, like, even though it's not portrayed as a thirst for blood, but his thirst for blood is, like, a problem.
Yeah.
Him always seeking to, you know, find stronger people to fight and shit.
Right. Our first appearance of Supersonic in the playthrough.
Hey.
This is our Supersonic 1.
I really wonder how long Super's going to go on for, though. I think this multi-universe tournament might be it.
I've had a few people say that they think that. I think it's going to go on a little more. I think there could even possibly be a time skip after this one.
That would actually be cool.
Yeah. Cause, like,
I want a time skip.
Because the thing about Super is that I really feel like it's bringing a lot of, like, ideas that I had for forms, mainly, like, to life. And one thing that two things, really, even though one thing I always wanted was a Super Saiyan Pan. Like, unless Pan gets older, we're not going to see that, obviously. But even though we might not see that, we've saw a female Super Saiyan. So it's like, in a way, that's already been achieved. Because really the only reason I liked Pan as much as I did was because she was a female Saiyan. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's awesome. You know, like, I want her to go Super Saiyan. I want her to fucking rock some shit. I want her to stop being annoying.
Super Saiyan. I mean, I get it. We're the Waifucast.
Exactly.
Obviously.
But then Caulifla, like, and even at the OP of this current season of Super, we got to see Super Saiyan Kale, who's basically Broly, but she wasn't the first female Super Saiyan, even though she was the first one we saw due to the OP. Like, her, I don't think they're sisters, but the other girl that's part of their crew, Caulifla, ended up being the first female Super Saiyan, and she's just a regular, not Broly, you know? Right. So I was like, man, that's the kind of shit.
I thought it was neat that they brought the Broly transformation into canon, though, for the first time. And made it a female at that. It was neat.
Yeah, it's definitely taking the trope, like, a place that you didn't expect. Because they could have easily just brought Broly canon, but Broly's a shitty character.
Yeah, he really is.
Like, even if we're... Because the reason people like Broly is because he's super fucking strong. Right? And that's it. They don't realize that...
The problem that I have with it is it's like, he is effectively what Super Saiyan God was, but because he's not canon, you know, like, they don't exist at the same time, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, Super Saiyan God doesn't exist in a world where Broly exists.
Yeah.
But it's like, why can't you just be happy that Super Saiyan God exists? I think it's cooler.
Yeah.
I do wish they would have called it something else, though, because, like...
Super Saiyan God?
Yeah, because it's like... I just feel like that implies, like... Well, because, like, they did... You know, they achieved the God mode with the fight with Beerus, and then they did the Super Saiyan Blue, which is going Super Saiyan after you've achieved God. It's all convoluted. It was
It
was almost like a way to reboot powering up.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that.
I feel like the Super Saiyan Blue form isn't... Because, like, the way some people think about it right now is just, like, Super Saiyan God, and then you turn Super Saiyan, and that's what Super Saiyan Blue is. But really how it's explained is the Super Saiyan form while utilizing the God key, because it is a different key, which is, Oh, what the fuck? Oh. What the fuck?
Are you stuck in a loop?
I might be. Oh, good.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That was strange. Alright, well, shit. So, yeah. Like I was saying, the Super Saiyan Blue form is utilizing God Ki to turn Super Saiyan. Like, it's...
So, realistically, the Super Saiyan form is just like... See, I guess that I don't really understand the logistics of how transformations work in that series. Is it just that the Super Saiyan form amplifies your regular ki?
It amplifies your base power by 50. Super Saiyan 2, base power times 100. Super Saiyan 3, I believe, is base power.
Determined by fans, or is this ever clearly...
It's like, it's half speculation with source material to back it up, kind of. But yeah, like the generally accepted consensus is Super Saiyan 1 is base power times 50.
Okay.
Super Saiyan 2 is base power times 100, and Super Saiyan 3 is base power times 300.
Okay.
So we're not entirely, like, we haven't gotten any kind of confirmation on what the God forms do, but the explanation that was given was that you can't sense God Ki because it's a completely different kind of ki.
And that's what I'm saying. So, okay, so now that Goku and Vegeta both have God Ki, do they even have to tap into their normal ki anymore?
Yes. They've done it. Like, even since they've got those Super Saiyan Blue forms, they've still used Super Saiyan 1. Like, regular Super Saiyan. Because it's still less of a boost than Super Saiyan God, because Super Saiyan Blue, because Super Saiyan Blue actually takes more of a toll on you, but I'm guessing it takes less of a toll than Super Saiyan 3, because like that was always like that was like always the thing about Super Saiyan 3 was that it took a huge toll on you.
You know, how many times do you realistically see it and see twice?
No, a little more than that. You see it when maybe 3 times, because you see it when Goku first uses it against Boo, then you see it when
it's all against Boo.
Yeah. But then you see it when Gotenks uses it against Super Boo.
Oh, I forget about Gotenks. I forgot that he does it, because him and Goku are the only ones, right?
Yeah, him and Goku are the only ones officially to do it in canon. But some games have like non-canon, like Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta and shit. Legendary Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Yeah, they go nuts, but I appreciate it, because like, you know, when I was a kid, I totally wanted to see shit like that. Yeah. But yeah, like I was kind of saying earlier, the reason why this whole conversation started was because Super is doing that. It's like kind of bringing some of my like wilder imaginations to life, and it does kind of seem like a very Word of God fanfic, because like we're seeing a bunch of crazy shit happen. Like, even though we saw in one of the filler arcs, Goku, who's Super Saiyan 1, used Kaioken while in Super Saiyan 1. That was never canon. But in Super, he's in Super Saiyan Blue, and he uses Kaioken. So it's like, oh man, they finally did it.
Well, and that's something that I always wished that they would have did in the series, because like Kaioken, as soon as he got his Super Saiyan form, it was like Kaioken became irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never explained that he could still do it.
Yeah. Like, and also, because like Kaioken's a multiplier too. Like Kaioken times 1 is base power times 1.5, and then Kaioken times 2, as well as every other subsequent number, is base power times that number. So base power times 2, base power times 3 for Kaioken times 3, etc., etc. So basically, for example, I think the farthest he ever got in Z before he reached Super Saiyan was Kaioken times 20. So if you were to think about it like that, oh, I died.
That's not even. That's still, you know, quite a deal away from.
Yeah. But like, how would the multiplier work when you stack it? Would it just be like, for example, Kaioken times 10 while in Super Saiyan? Would that be a 60 multiplier, or would it be multiplying your Super Saiyan's power by 10? Because if that was the case, that'd be ridiculous.
Yes.
So I don't think that would be the case, because that would be stronger than Super Saiyan 2 easily. Because Super Saiyan 2, when you think about it, is just Super Saiyan 1 times 2 as far as the multiplier goes.
See, I wish that the way that the stuff in this series worked was a little bit better explained, because it's like, so Super Saiyan Blue obviously takes more of a toll on the body, like you had said. Mm-hmm. But how do they like acquire God Ki? Does it just regenerate over time?
I think it's just tapping into a different area of the body, because like there are different, like for example the chakras.
Well, okay, so is it something that I was gonna ask a dumb question and say it's something limited to Saiyans, but obviously
no.
it is.
Not entirely, because for example, fucking Beerus is a god. He has God Ki, but he's not a Saiyan. Okay. It's really just the way they introduced it was really weird, and I kind of wish they would have did it better. But I don't like hate it. I guess the way the Super Saiyan God transformation was obtained. But basically, how it happened, how I like to view it, is that they initiated the Super Saiyan God transformation, which was a transformation, not a new base form. It was literally just Goku as a god. But then when that form ran out, he retained the God Ki because his body his body took it in. That's why you don't see Super Saiyan God, but you see Super Saiyan Blue, because that is him using his God Ki and multiplying it to make a stronger form than his regular Super Saiyan form. So in theory, you could automatically go all the way up to Super Saiyan 3 Blue, in theory, because that's what it would be. It would be utilizing a technique he already knows.
Did they ever explain why Goku Black's form was rose?
I think it's because it was designed. I'm pretty sure they did explain it, but I didn't actually watch that whole arc yet. I followed it enough to know what was going on, but I forget the exact reasoning they used behind it. Because I know Goku Black, what he was
Zamatsu or whatever.
He was...
Yeah, it was fucking stupid how convoluted they made it, but essentially it was, from what I understand, it was that Zamatsu or whatever that dude, he was like a Kai, who went back in time, or went back or forward in time, one of the two, and he took over Goku's body.
Yeah, something like that. It was silly, but I still loved it because we got Goku versus Goku.
And to be honest with you, we got Vegeta got to shine a lot in that.
Yeah, he did.
He got to beat Goku's ass.
What was really cool, and I kind of just thought about this as far as the Goku Black with his transformation. The reason why Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black was as strong as Super Saiyan Blue Goku was because, well, what was Goku Black? He was he was a god in Goku's body.
Made you the butt of the joke, but got Megan to laugh. Whoops,
Special guest appearance.
So I manned up and went shopping. Said good. I asked you if you were on, morons.
That was 30 minutes ago?
Guest spot from my father. Pops.
Fathercast.
Fathercast. Say hello.
That was funny. Anyway. Okay, so, yeah, Goku Black was basically a god in Goku's body. So what did Goku Black have? He had God Ki. So his Super Saiyan transformation was essentially Super Saiyan Blue, just of a different color. So that's why he was as strong as Super Saiyan.
I understand everything you said up until it took a different... Why did it take it just... I mean, are we just gonna say that it was, their way of separating the two visually?
Probably. I don't know if they ever explained it away, because I didn't... I don't remember that part.
I just want to know if it has any sort of differing function from Super Saiyan Blue.
Oh, probably not. Because really a power-up, all it is just a power-up. It's a multiplier to base power. Now,
I guess you haven't... So you've been following it, regularly, even though you're not caught up?
Yeah. I've been following it, but I haven't been watching it, type thing.
Okay, well, I know very little, and I've watched less.
Yeah.
But, I know that they made, What are you doing?
Doing this.
Why?
Because it's fun.
I know that they made Krillin more, able as a fighter. And how did they accomplish that?
I actually don't know. From what I understand, he's, super, super fast, but, there's, an episode coming up that hasn't been released yet, where the title is, I guess, Krillin's Hidden Potential or something like that. So we're going to find out in a future episode, like, what he's really got up his sleeve now.
Well, for me, it's like, I'm fine with that. And Justin was talking to me about how they were emphasizing that for this tournament, that fighting skill was going to be more valuable than, like, raw power, because, like, you know, it's not all going to be Super Saiyan level fighters.
Yeah, and that's really something they got away from in Z. Like, it was all about power and wasn't necessarily about the martial arts.
What I was going to say is that that's a way to make Krillin relevant again, because even in Dragon Ball, until Goku tapped into his, like, Saiyan power, Krillin was a better fighter than Goku.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't know, I like seeing him get his props because he got the shaft in Z.
Except for he got Android 18.
Yeah,
so.
well, that was his... actually, I'm not even going to act like that wasn't a big deal for
Yeah.
him. But still, though...
If anyone deserved it, it was Krillin.
Yamcha, except for he's just trash.
I mean, Yamcha was a lady killer to begin with.
Tien even got more respect than Krillin did, though. But that's because Tien's objectively the most powerful human.
Yeah, until probably now. Because, like, I don't think there's any question on who's stronger after, like, these next few Super episodes. Unless they give Tien a power-up, too, which is possible, because, like...
Well, I don't know, because Tien's the only human that's really got that, like, kind of, like, luxury in the whole series so far.
Right.
His third... But I don't know, he was always different with his third eye shit. One thing that's always bothered me, though, is, like, if that motherfucker can do it, why can't anybody else?
With the third eye?
Yeah.
I mean, because that's a skill. Like, that took a specific kind of training.
So train people.
Yeah. I mean,
And, like, how
in
come
theory,
he's got,
you could.
like, the second biggest bitch in the show as his sidekick? Chaozu's so weak. He's a sad clown.
He is. He's a very sad clown. He's a Pokemon. It's a Chaozu.
I did like that they brought Yajirobe back in Super, and like just the callbacks that they made, because like really, like after the Cell Saga, Z kind of went bananas and really like forgot a lot of shit and focused a lot more on new stuff.
Right, because if you think about it, if it wasn't for Yajirobe, they would have never beat Vegeta.
No, absolutely not. And like Yajirobe, like I'm not gonna say he's like a super important character, but kinda.
Yeah, I mean, just he's the reason they beat Vegeta.
Well, I mean, if you also have to consider his importance in Dragon Ball too.
Oh right.
Like, I mean,
people
his
tend
connection to the
Dragon
Senzu
Ball
beans,
exists.
which are like the most valuable resource in that world, next to fucking Dragon Balls themselves.
Right, yeah, for sure.
Man, and I don't understand that shit. Why don't they just constantly got them shits on deck? Like, why do they not always have Senzu beans?
They are a plant, so like I guess
Korin doesn't do anything but grow Senzu beans.
You're right.
On a long, and I assume that they're a vine-grown plant, and that's why he lives in a giant sky tower.
Like I still believe it's got to do with like a season-based thing. Like they always give you all the sensu beans they have. You know, because why would they withhold sensu beans when the fate of the world is at
Because they're a
stake?
valuable resource, and those niggas gotta eat.
I mean, maybe, but
Well, I mean, I guess then that raises the question, though, is a senzu bean nutritional?
I mean, I'm sure it is. It's like fucking a superfood can heal all wounds and shit.
It's
Like,
just, to be honest with you, and I'm not complaining about this, but it's absolutely a cop-out for recovery and stuff,
Oh,
like
yeah.
eliminating
like
that.
oh, no more broken bones.
And we don't need to do that in the story.
It's like my bones were dust. Now
Actually,
they have reformed.
I think a good thing that we could do is we could go through Kai and then watch Super.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't mind doing that.
I have all of it, so and then we could talk about it
Yeah.
as we go through. Maybe go like arc by arc or something.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've been fucking talking about it the whole time during our Sonic.
Yeah,
Let's
not
Play
even
now.
an entire conversation about Sonic was had.
It's like it's literally just, this is almost like a Leafy video, except instead of like trashing an SJW, we're talking about fucking Dragon Ball Z while Sonic plays in the background.
Like, I was talking with another friend of mine. I'm gonna give a shout out to Christian Mills. We were talking about power levels in anime, and he doesn't like that trope at all. And like he thinks that Dragon Ball Z is like completely responsible for it. And for one thing, I don't think it's really as overused as one might think. Like literal, because like Dragon Ball Z started the like literal numbered power level thing, and then moved away from that to a degree, but still had it with like Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3 and all that shit. And we were specifically talking about the Seven Deadly Sins anime. I know you're not really familiar, but to be honest with you, he was saying that there was some sort of power levels in that, but I can't recall. But I don't know, man. I feel like transformations in Dragon Ball were like you anticipated them in a way that like you didn't in other anime.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know.
I do feel like personally, since I'm a gigantic mark for transformations, that if you're a shonen anime that doesn't have transformations, I probably don't want to watch it, like at all.
I agree. It's boring.
It's like I want to see somebody's hair change color. Damn it.
Well, see, Seven Deadly Sins doesn't have transformations, but what it has are called sacred treasures, I think is what it is.
Yeah.
But each character has a weapon that they use magic in the anime, but their sacred treasure allows them to use their full magical potential.
Right.
Just always. And I thought that was interesting. The main character does have a transformation, and from what I understand about the series, like going forward, there's going to be more of that, but it was less focused on that.
Right.
Because you have like 7 main characters that are seven main characters because you still haven't met the 7th deadly sin, but they're all very different from each other in power and function.
Yeah.
Well, waifus and husbandos.
Yeah, that was a nice little discussion on the thing we're not playing.
If you made it this far, hashtag Dragon Ball Z is awesome.
Yeah. Unless you don't like Dragon Ball Z, in which case, what the fuck?
And just so you know, always remember your waifu.
While we're gone, don't forget your waifu.